Squad Greenville 1981. That's Instagram.com. TikTok, DRL Dialberto Smith. Big O Live. That's Dr. L. Dialberto Smith. YouTube, the Smith Way Enterprises 5018. Those are the channels and those are opportunities where you can be a part of what we're trying to do here. So I want you to take an opportunity just to kind of search around, look at one of those social media sites, check out the broadcast from there, and let us know exactly what we're doing. When you can either send us a like or a heart up to let us know that we're making an impact by providing something different. WVSW Radio, the internet station, we're number one, has listeners and watchers in 43 countries and on 6 continents. So at this point, we're at the 5 o'clock hour, and 12 hours from this point east, they might be at the 5 o'clock hour in the morning. So we truly thank you for checking us out, which will be Friday. And you can move a little further toward Asia. It might be at midday. So we truly want to get the word out. We want to share. I want to give a few people a hi, say hi to you because you're strolling through and you're making a point to say hi. I want to say thank you, and I want to say hi back to you because it's important to let you know that we appreciate you being a part of it. We also want to share with you that WVSW have what we call a giveaway. WVSW Radio have a giveaway. We want you to register. If you haven't already registered, because we're going to give away today 3-night hotel stay in a luxury hotel in world famous Orlando today. We're going to hand that out as we get ready to raffle this off about midway during the show. So we need for you to get your name in so you can be a part of the giveaway. If you're not today, you can be next week, because not only we raffle off 3-night, 4 days hotel stay in luxury hotel, we give away gift card, gas voucher, food vouchers, movie passes, along with car wash, books that we purchase from our authors, and we truly want to give back to you by being a part and taking time to be a part of it. And this is what I need for you to do if you want to register for WVSW Radio giveaways. I need you to send your name along with it's always with a means of transaction, a Cash App, if you have one, or PayPal, or Venmo, or Zelle to Lorenza D. Smith 15@gmail.com. Also, we want you to sow a seed with WVSW Radio by sowing a seed of $1. It goes toward purchasing some of the items that we are using to make sure that we are able to give back to you. So truly, see, the phones are just rolling in. We got people that excited about communicating with us. We just want to make sure we get the word out and be able to talk about what's important to what we're doing. We're an interactive radio station, and we are giving back by giving the raffle. We having the raffle and the giveaways that we have. But we're giving it back because it's interactive. You can call in because there's a call-in number. You can call in 347-857-4192. Again, 347-857-4192. Press 1. I'll make sure I get you on the line, identified the last 4 digits of your cell. Ask for your location, and you can chat with Dr. Lowe as we focus on what's your relationship recipe and what does it take to be with you. The things you need to have as priorities, boundaries. This you should already know. You should know yourself better than everybody else. You should know what you want better than anyone else. So we truly want to talk about that today. Again, the title, What's Your Relationship Recipe Book? What does it take to be with you? Let me give a shout out to a few people that's joining us. We have Lisa Jessica Green. Thank you so much, Lisa, for joining us. We also have checking us out is Vaslava Fan, Brittany. Thank you so much. We have Brian. Thank you for taking time, Brian. We have TBS Gaming. Thank you so much for joining us. Special _3, taking time to be a part. Sweet Sheba. Thank you. Number 16. Coretta. Thank you for taking time to be here. I want to encourage as many individuals to share this live so more individuals can be here and be a part of this. Thank you for what you're doing. That's Aura Brown 927. Cyrus, thank you for taking time. We have Maria. Thank you for taking time. Let's get this show started because it's important. I want you to really think about the question in the title. What's your relationship recipe? What's your relationship recipe? If you know it, send me a thumbs up. Send me a like. You know your recipe, your relationship recipe book. You know what's the ingredients in there? Let me know. Don't be afraid. I need for you to show me because I want you to be interactive. I want you to send a thumbs up, send a heart up, send a like up, hit a star, or whatever you want to do, hit an apple, whatever you want to do. Just send me something. Let me know you understand what is your recipe for your relationship. What's in your book that you use dealing with your recipe regarding relationship? What does it take to be with you? You should know better than anybody else. No one should come in and say, this is what I'm going to tell you. This is what we're going to do. You should say, no, I'm not going that route. I want to go the route that fits me. So truly, we're going to take an opportunity to talk about this, and we're going to hopefully share some information that we can use. Because what we're going to do, we're going to write your recipe book for relationship today. Because I'm going to offer you some necessary ingredients along with your relationship. We're going to talk about certain things we need to feel secure and respected and loved in a relationship. We're going to discuss what are your particular needs as a man or woman from a potential partner. Truly, this is our focus today. You're on WVSW Radio, the internet station, and we're so excited to be able to come to you and share this with you. We want to give a shout out to our sponsors without trying to rush through the process. We want to make sure we want to get those individuals. This is TriStat LLC, the consulting firm that meets your need. TriStat LLC can bring you the spirit. We provide specialized business and management consulting services. TriStat LLC meets your consulting needs in the industry of engineering, accounting, research, and management service sectors. 334-526-0223. That's TriStat LLC, Mr. William Scott. Go to Facebook, type in William Scott, and the information will be populated. We'll request to be friends with him, or give him a call at 334-320-5438. Let him know what you need, what are your consultant need, and he can work with you. They do research. They put together some awesome proposals in regards to presentations of what you have done with the grant money you received. They work with local government. They work with rural government. They work with nonprofit organization. Check them out. That's TriStat LLC. Let's talk about if you could write your own relationship recipe book on how to be with you, what would you write in there? What would be your first ingredient that you would put into that relationship recipe book? Just want you to think about it. First of all, make sure you not only have one recipe, have two recipes that you can follow. We'll call it recipe A and recipe B. For the base that you need to have your recipe on a good foundation is you need to have 16 cups of blaming each other. Listen to it. 16 cups of blaming each other. 16 cups of it. 8 spoons of criticism and judgment. 1 kilogram of ineffective communication. 500 grams of insulting family and friends of each other. This is the base. You know it occurred. I want you to think about it. Benedict, thank you so much for joining us. Think about it. Do you blame each other for what's going on? You have been in relationships, and in those relationships, they fail because either you blame your partner or they blame you. You're going to have 16 cups of blaming each other. Then things don't go the way you wanted to go. Then you begin to criticize each other, have judgment. So you're going to have 8 spoons of criticism and judgment. 1 kilogram of ineffective communication. 2 spoons of ongoing arguments. You're gonna if you're in a relationship, in a marriage, you're going to have arguments. You're going to have debates, I call, but they have to be friendly debates. Can't be debates where you go back and forth and hit below the belt. 500 milligrams of insulting your family. You know, I really didn't like that when we went over to so-and-so house. I didn't really like that, what was going over there. So you're going to have 5 grams of insulting family and friend. Man, I really don't like your friend, man. I don't know why you keep hanging around those people for each other. Combined with the following: intimate problems. See, everybody think they hit the goal, and the only thing they understand with intimacy is understanding sex. See, intimacy requires much more than just sex. Intimacy requires you sending a note to let her know, or let him know how much you appreciate him. Intimacy requires you holding hands. Intimacy requires you want to really be around each other. A hug, coloring, movie night. See, these things, sending flowers, sending a text. See, the problem is we focus when we talk about intimacy, we talk about sex is the most important thing. It's just a part of the relationship. It is not all how well a person performs. You can draw a conclusion that whether they're the best one or not the best one for you. See, you made the choice. See, you get mad because you don't quite understand the recipe for a healthy relationship. See, you don't understand that it requires you to select the right person. And you say, how I know the right person? See, there's some things that come into play when you have the stage of lust in the social state. You can tell if this is the person I want to know more about. Then when I get the chance to talk with them, because I made the connection, because it has a connection, I have to be able to be intentional. So you make the mistake of looking at whether they got six pack, whether they got muscles, whether they all this and they're all that. Or you make the mistake, they're Coke bottle shape instead of truly looking at the person to see how this person will fit with you, because you want to know truly, truly in your heart, as in our title says, what does it take to be with me? You should know what it takes for someone to be with you. If you lack the intimacy way beyond sex, then you're going to have a problem. Do you want to deal with yourself? Because if you don't want to deal with yourself, if you're toxic toward yourself, no one else wants to deal with you. You in there prolonged periods of tension. See, you need to be working for peace. Are you ready to be in a relationship that requires you to be at a peaceful state? Can you handle a relationship that's peace is a priority? Are you comfortable with the periods of tension, withdrawal, withholding affection? Is that you? Outgoing insults, shaming, sarcasm, humiliation, inability to relax because you're taking on huge workloads. The lack of time spent together, enjoying each other. You control your time. You control the energy and effort you put into your relationship. So at the top of your recipe book, it should be time and energy / effort. Intentional. Am I intentional? Understanding the intimacy and affection. See, start off with those. Understanding what is your role, what is your responsibility in this relationship. Do you know that? Coping with stress by the assumption or consumption of alcohol or drugs. See, these are the basis of not being able to meet the need of each other. Unrealistic expectation. That's a killer. We just talked about intentional. We talked about intimacy and affection. Let's talk about unrealistic expectation. What do you expect out of that relationship? You choose the person and you say, well, I'm going to have to build him up. If you have to have a build-a-bear, a build-a-boo, then that person's not for you. Because you have to remember, everyone that comes to you comes already built to where God have them built to. You can't build anybody up. Build yourself up. You have to have realistic expectations in your relationship. Are you really understanding the way the world of dating and relationships are today? It is not like it was 40 years, 50 years, your grandparents or great-grandparents. See, dating is either a casual date, it's a hookup culture, swipe left, swipe right. See, in your recipe book, you have to have in place what is your intention when you're dating and looking for in a relationship. Flirting. It's amazing. People talk about flirting. They want you to flirt with them, but they want to flirt with you. Sometimes it nags people to have you flirt with them. See, you have to know in your recipe book how much of the flirting people are willing to accept or reject. Having affairs with other people. See, that's that ingredient. That's that part of that relationship that destroys the relationship. If you got an open relationship, that works with you. See, they're a very romantic relationship. You can be in an open relationship. You can be a friend with benefit. But you got to have a clear understanding in your recipe book for relationship, what you want and what you need. This is WVSW Radio, the internet station. We're number one. I'm Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith. So excited to come before you because God has blessed us one more time to make sure we get the word out. And the title of today's show is, What's Your Relationship Recipe Book? And what does it take to be with you? What does it take? Ask yourself that. What is my relationship recipe book? What ingredients did I need to have to be successful? I'm sharing some of the basic ingredients that just don't work. Now you need to be able to write your book so it can work. Write it about what you're looking for and what your intent is. What is the outcome you want? People say goal, no outcome. Do you want a favorable outcome or not? Give a shout out to Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace.
If you want to purchase some of the best soap and perfume scents in South Central Alabama, contact Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace. The owner is Ms. Jennifer Jackson. Contact number 251-369-1344 or get to Facebook. Type in Jennifer with one N Jackson or Charlie Danger. There's a set of items like bombshells, chance of a lifetime, lovers, straight savage, bad power, good lotion, and becoming lavender sea sun. So please check it out. Again, that number is 251-369-1344. Soap Gem by Jackson and Grace.
That's Jennifer Jackson at Soap Gem from Jackson and Grace. You can contact by going to Facebook, Jennifer with one N Jackson, Charlie Angel. Also give her a call at 251-369-1344. Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace. Some of the best perfume and soap scents there are. Check her out. She created a lot of these products, but once you get with her, you'll find out what they inventory. As we talk about secret ingredients to being successful or secret ingredients of your recipe book, these are the things. See, I'm telling you what you shouldn't do. Then I'm giving you a note and a place what you should do to put over here to get your recipe A going and recipe B. See, never forget any mistakes or wrongdoing. See, that's a recipe for failure. Remind your lover just make sure you remind your lover. This is what people do. 1 every time of them keeping it heated for a long period of time. Keep the lid on so it can boil over and it can blow up. Then in the process, for every last drop of love, if you keep the boiler on, if you keep prolonging in things over a period of time, if you keep the lid on, you know what's going to happen? Love's going to evaporate. The relationship going to run its course. It was amazing. I was watching one of the series that comes on, and one of the justice show, and the young lady was there, and she was telling her husband that she never did the wifey thing from the beginning, because when she met him, she married him and got pregnant, so she didn't get a chance to do those things. And she really told him, I don't really like you, but you're a good provider. You bring stability in my life, but I don't like you. See, love has evaporated. Then she tried to work it out and say, well, I love him, but truly I don't like him. See, don't ever be around someone that really, really don't like you. See, love is just a gift that you give to people. But if you're around somebody that don't like you, they have a distaste for you or disdain for you, then you're in the wrong place. So if you're talking about a recipe you want to write in your relationship book, just remember, when people show themselves, believe what you see. Then I always tell people, run as fast as you can. Because if you stay there and accept it, it's more to come, and you're not going to like it. So in your book, you have to say, when people show themselves, believe what I see. If you have a gut feeling about it, you need to address it. These are the kind of things that you shouldn't do, but once you recognize it happened, it allows you now to look at your relationship recipe book and put the things that's a benefit for you. Just remember, ingredients for your recipe A, your relationship book, may vary with each individual. You have some people can put on real beautiful airs about who they are. That goes back. If you don't feel a connection, don't connect. If people tell you something or say something, believe what you heard. When they show you something, believe what you see. And you have to make the decision that's best to write your own recipe book. You know what you want and you know what you need. That's recipe A. Let's give a shout out to our next sponsor. I truly want to thank this team, because I can tell you, they are doing an awesome job. And God has blessed them to be able to come into the community, provide a service to as a vendor, providing a restaurant, small restaurant in South Central Alabama, Mary Ruth's Restaurant.
In a family-friendly environment? Well, Mary Ruth's Restaurant. Located at 261 State Highway 106 in beautiful Georgiana, Alabama. Great food in a family-friendly environment. Mary Ruth's Restaurant offers home cooked breakfast. All the fixings, you name it, they've got it. And not just home cooked breakfast. Home cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. Mary Ruth's Restaurant specializes in a meat and 3 vegetables meal. And meat and 3. Also, home cooked hamburgers, Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, and much more. Mary Ruth's Restaurant has St. Louis Friday, barbecue Saturday, and it's all cut fresh and made
That's Mary Ruth's Restaurant in Georgiana, Alabama, located at 261 State Highway 106 West, uh, Georgiana, Alabama. The co-owners are Marvin Lala Smith, member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Sarah Katrina Roper Smith, a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. They are really growing down in this area. We truly pray that they continue to provide something new for those individuals in this rural area. Keep on doing what you're doing. If you're traveling down to Florida, on the northwest part of Florida, you have to travel really with on one of the main highways. If you're coming from North 65 and get off on 55, 106, you'll pass pretty much by the 106 that takes you to the restaurant. Stop in. Let them know you heard on WVSW Radio, the internet station. We're number one. Also, you can give one of the co-owners or both of them a call at 334-549-0950. That's Mary Ruth Restaurant. Have the best Southern cooking in South Central Alabama. We give a shout out to Sabrina. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you so much for joining. It says Sabrina Kane, I am 3. Thank you for taking time. I also want to give a shout out to Woman of Valor. Also, Clark, thank you so much. Jeannie, Tori B, I Honey, Christy Long, Grace, thank you so much, Grace, for taking time. We also have James. We have Ludo. Thank you so much. Pauline Perry. Paul Chipman. Thank you so much. Gene. Derek Cook. Thank you so much. 57 Frederick. Prolific. Thank you so much. User Larry Adams. Bam Bam. Thank you. John Gene Brown, thank you so much. This is Stagger Lee, thank you so much. Shawty Nye, thank you. Apple user, Georgia Lamont, thank you so much. Rose Person, thank you so much. Thank each and every one of you all for joining us. God has blessed us one more time. We're about to raffle off the 3-night hotel stay in the luxury hotel in world famous Orlando. We take care of the hotel stay for 3 nights. If you win, you're able to receive the vouchers and activate it. You'll have up until the 23rd to activate it. But once you activate it, you have up to 18 months to use it if your name is called. So we're really excited about having this chance to bring another one of the opportunities at WVSW Radio, the internet station number one. This is our radio giveaway. We often give away hotel stays. We already so far in the last 2 or 3 weeks, we give away 3 hotel stays, varied for 3 nights. And there was 3 nights and 4 days. A lot of time. We have 5 nights and 6 days. They're international as well as national. So let's shake up our power and call out the name of the individual that sent their name in and register. We have here the winner for this 3-night, the winner for the 3-night, 4-day hotel stay in a luxury hotel in the world famous Orlando. This goes to Lacey Smith. Thank you so much, Lacey, for being a part of this. And we're going to send that to her so she can activate that and kind of get her trip started up. And I thank you for being a part. Now, if you haven't sent your name in, you have an opportunity now, if you're on one of the sites, is to type your name on the comment section, or you can email it to me at LORENZA, D as in David, SMITH Smith15@gmail.com. That's Lorenza D. Smith15@gmail.com. WVSW Radio giveaway. We're excited about giving away things. We have many prizes that we give away. We give away hotel stay. We give away gas vouchers, food vouchers, gift cards, movie passes. We give away also car wash. We buy $50 to $100 for grocery. We also ask you to send your name along with a means of transaction. There's 4. That's Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, and Zelle. And what we do is ask you to send one of those, and we give away love offering. Varies from $5 to $100. Can't send it to you to have your name along with a means of transaction. Truly, thank you for being a part of this. And we want to move forward and make sure we're able to give back and share. Let's look at recipe B. You saw recipe A, and it has some of the things that if you're encountering, you're not going to be successful in a relationship like you want to be. If your recipe book includes what's in recipe A, then you have a problem. But I'm going to give you the ingredients, more or less, of the recipe for your recipe book so you can have a healthy, successful relationship. The first thing you need to have is 8 cups of loving kindness and support. 8 cups of loving kindness and support. 5 cups of love, and that means you got to know what love is and what love does, and 5 cups of intimacy, understanding all the phases of intimacy, the kinds of intimacy that you really, really like. See, in a relationship, you have to communicate effectively. See, that was one of the things, say, if you want to do these things in recipe A, it's ineffective communication. But in recipe B, it's effective communication. Let individuals know 5 ways to love you. Let them know 5 ways to be intimate. See, you don't know until you share it. And we have to a lot of time focus on those things because we forget, and soon people know, or let them find out. Let them search for it. No, if you want to enjoy it, you have enjoy love, enjoy kindness, enjoy intimacy, enjoy support, empowerment in a relationship, and have a favorable outcome. You need to communicate effectively. 4 spoons of encouragement. Relationship is support and encouragement. 4 spoons of empowering each other. You have to empower each other. And I love Cafe that runs on the 2nd and 4th Thursday. We talk about the acronym of love, LOVE. Love with the L and loyalty, the 2 things, but there's many more. I'm only sharing that. Being lovable. The O is overcoming, observant. The V is vigorous, value. The E is excitement, empowerment. That's what love wants you to understand. So 5 cups of love, 5 cups of intimacy, 4 spoons of encouragement, 4 spoons of empowering each other, 3 kilograms of effective communication, problem solving, and conflict resolution. You want to help the relationship? Work on effective communication. Be an active listener. Take what you have heard, articulate it in think about it in your mind. Then you think of how I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. You might say it to yourself because you're thinking about it. Then you speak it. You got to make sure you understand effective communication. You have to make sure you take time to listen. You have to be a problem solver if you want to have a successful relationship recipe book. You have to deal with conflict and then come up with resolutions. One of the most challenging things in a relationship, no matter how well it's going, if you have conflict and don't know how to deal with it. The next thing, one truckload of time spent together, where both of you have fun. You have one leader of acknowledgement, appreciation. There's no limit on thank you. 5 grams of forgiveness, willingness to work, that's problem solving, and that's effective communication. Combine it with the following things if you want to have a successful, healthy relationship, and your recipe book will give you the guide to get there. Share important values and beliefs. Recognizing and dealing with issues as they arise. Learn effective coping strategies, including stress management. Quiet time. Appreciate each other's uniqueness. Appreciate each other's uniqueness. We're all unique. We have something special as everyone else. That's why we said earlier in recipe A, ingredients may vary by person by person. Support each other professional and personal growth. Humor, laughter. Laughter is one of those L in the L acronym of love in the Love Cafe. Play in a common place. You have common places in your home. Have some fun. Enjoy each other. Approximately the same amount of giving and receiving. Approximately the same amount, giving and receiving. You should be there taking, while the other person is giving, and then you never give back. You always want to receive, never give. Again, the ingredient may vary with each individual. To make sure the recipe A and B works, cook slowly. I mean, take recipe A, understand what you're dealing with. Take recipe B, let it work through its process. Don't be in a rush. Check the temperature frequently, because sometimes our blood pressure go up. We get excited. We take it up a notch. We have to bring it down. Do not let it get hoot. In essence, it meant to say, do not let it get hot. It's so hot. Do not stir it up. That means now you're using recipe A where you see those things are wrong and you stir it up because you keep doing it. Avoid for it to become too thick or too thin. They say, you really pouring it on. Things you're saying, you're coming back, then you begin to hit below the belt. Don't let it become too thin as well. This recipe in our book, our relationship book, can be modified to suit your individual needs. If you want to have a successful outcome, a healthy relationship, you must allow the recipe to be modified so to fit the individual needs. Now, each individual, that's why it's so dangerous. And I'm going to say this for people to always punish the next person for what occurred in your previous or in your past. We should don't carry in the baggage, but if you never healed yet, you're going to keep bringing it up. You think the next person, because I remember many, many years, probably 12 years ago in a relationship, and in that relationship, the person always said, well, every man cheat and lie. You may have that thought process, but you basing that on your experience. You can only say the men that you dealt with cheat and lie. That don't mean that's me. So I know this is not going to work. Because you have grouped everybody in a basket. All men are in a basket. And we all are not the same. But you always keep in mind when you think that way, you're also talking about possibly your brother, your son, your grandson, your cousins, your nephews, your uncle, your father. You're talking about all of them because they are men. They are men as well. You have to be careful about what you say. Because everybody's needs are different. They're individualized. And in this recipe, often we don't notice what we really put into our relationship to make them taste nice, makes them work. We don't even recognize what we put in. That's why we have to write down in the recipe book the ingredients for a healthy relationship. A negative taste, one of positive taste and the experience that you have. It becomes okay. You can say this is what instead of saying I'm used to this, but you say all individuals. So we have to realize if we get used to the taste, it just becomes okay until you can't have another bite of it. The old said another bite of the apple. The apple was good and it's gone. And then you begin to feel sick because you can't have anymore. And you're talking about a recipe book and the ingredients and the time put in to make sure it's right, you'll decide to stop cooking when you're sick of it. And you'll come up in your recipe book or your relationship recipe book, I'm not good at cooking. I don't cook. So I'm not good. Or I can't eat your cooking anymore. That means it's no longer I want to be in that relationship anymore because your recipe is not meeting my needs. It's not meeting my needs. And we have to keep that in mind. We're talking about our relationship recipe. You must have and follow the ingredients for success. It's all based on how you cook it. And if then you need to be ready for a change in your recipe, which is your relationship recipe book. Because it is no longer nutritional, is not full of energy, not fulfilling, or you're no longer joyful. Now you ask yourself, what do I need to have in place, or what are the necessary ingredients to make me happy and keep me happy? We're on WVSW Radio, the internet station. We're number one. You can call in at 347-857-4192. Press 1, and I'll make sure I get you on the line by identifying the last 4 digits of your cell. Ask for your location in your chat with Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith as we talk about what's your relationship recipe book. What does it take to be with you? Ask yourself the necessary ingredient. Let's give a shout out to our next sponsor. Truly, it's a blessing to have this young lady sharing this platform. I thank you so much. This person is Lena Payton Webb, Blue Impressions Publishing.
To share your inspiring story with the world, look no further than Blue Impressions Publishing, the premier publishing company that specializes in creating meaningful and impactful books and journals. Blue Impressions Publishing, veteran-owned by author Lena Payton Webb, offers comprehensive services to bring your vision to life. Their mission is to empower writers, mental health professionals, consultants, coaches, and spiritual leaders to make a positive impact through their publications. Not only do they publish your words, they give you the strategy to be a successful author and earn an additional source of income. So whether you're an aspiring author or a seasoned writer, Blue Impressions Publishing is the publishing company for you. Don't let your story go untold. Visit the website today, yourartisticexpressions.com. You can also call 833-951-2665 to learn more about their services and to get started on your publishing journey. Blue Impressions Publishing, where inspiring stories leave a lasting impression.
That's Blue Impression Publishing. You can give Lena Payton Webb a call. We got going on with some lights around here. You can give her a call at 833-951-2665 or go to Facebook, type in Lena Payton Webb. It's Blue Impression Publishing, and she can work with you if you're ready to publish your novel or your story, and they will go through the process and set up market strategies for you so you can be successful. Give her a shout out. Tell her you heard the calling out of her business. That's Blue Impressions Publishing. Lena Payton Webb. And we want to thank you, Lena, for being a part of this. She's a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Give a shout out because she's supporting what we're doing. Thank you. So I know all of you do. We want to thank you. But when you take out advertisement, we truly, truly want to thank you. We want to give a shout out to Forever Ladybug 28, along with Grace Wood. We have Dariet Patterson, Sandra Jean. Thank you so much. OG D-Man. Thank you so much. Pharaoh 1. Thank you so much for taking time. You have this look like, and it said Ann Styles-ish. Ann Styles. Thank you so much. We have Sharon. Thank you, Sharon, for taking time. We want to give a shout out to Ward Thank you so much. Along with Payanka, thank you so much for joining us. Trish, thank you for taking time to be here. Truly is a blessing to have you. And again, we just want to share with you, and this WVSW Radio, the internet station, we're number one, and you can call in and be a part of the show by giving us a holler at 347-857-4192. 347, get you on the line by identifying the last four digits of your cell, actually location, and you can chat with Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith, better known as Dr. Lowe, as we talk about what's your relationship recipe book. What does it take to be with you? What's in your recipe book? If you don't have one, start one today. We want to talk about the necessary ingredients to make you happy and keep you happy. I mean, having some joy in your life. All healthy relationships share the following three components. Mutual respect. If you don't have someone that respects you and you don't respect them, that's not a healthy relationship. Mutual trust. Trust is a challenge for a lot of people. So you don't trust your potential partner of your partner or your mate because you don't trust yourself. Relationships are reflected. See, if you have a trust issue with yourself, you're going to have a trust issue with someone else. Mutual affection. See, that when we say mutual, it has to be deep affection. You can't be in a relationship and don't show any affection. You cannot get in a relationship and just go for a term and someone and you are telling the person that I don't like being affectionate. I don't like this the touching and the coloring it. You know, you can't be in a relationship like that because it won't last long. Sharing important values and beliefs. Sharing important values and beliefs. Recognizing and dealing with issues as they arise. Don't put them on the back burner. Address the issues. Being able to recognize. Learn effective coping strategies. Stress management is a number one. Again, allow time to spend apart. Appreciate each other's uniqueness. That was part of that recipe B now. Support each other personal and professional growth. Give love, show emotions. Be caring and kind. In your relationship, if you wanted to be healthy and have a positive relationship recipe book, as a couple, you must be able to spend quality time. Spending quality time together. Have the most intimate relationship. Successful couples create time to connect, even though their lives are extremely busy. You control your time and your effort and your emotions and your energy. If you're wrong, admit it. These are necessary ingredients to be happy and keep you happy. Let's give a shout out to our next sponsor. As a matter of fact, I saw this young man today. He was working really hard out doing his business. This is L&T Starworth Lawn Service. And we truly, as LLC, L&T Starworth Lawn Service, LLC. And Mr. Tony Starworth, we want to thank you for investing in what we're doing here and believing in what we're doing. L&T Star Lawn Service, LLC.
That's right, Hardware. Check out L&T Solar Lawn Service, LLC, the manicure expert in South Central Alabama. For more information, call Tony Sower at 332-300-7401. Again, that's 334-300-7401. Or just go to Facebook and check out Anthony Stallworth. DM Anthony and we can connect with you. So we look forward to making a new whether it's new.
Mr. Anthony Stallworth. Go to Facebook, type in Anthony Stallworth. It'll populate his information. It's L&T Stallworth Lawn Service LLC. Or give him a call at 334-300-7401. They are the manicure expert in South Central Alabama. So check them out and find out if you're in that area. They can work with you cleaning your land off, manicuring your lawn so it look beautiful. Now, what are the ingredients that guarantee to spoil your disposition in a relationship? Here are the ingredients for unhealthy relationship, or some people call characteristic. Control. See, one partner or one dating mate making all the decisions and telling others what to do, what to wear, or who to spend time with. Hostility is the next unhealthy characteristic. You don't have this in your recipe book. Hostility. Dishonesty. Honesty is always a characteristic of a healthy relationship. Disrespect. Never. If you disrespect individuals, you will never have a healthy relationship. Got a show coming up talking about disrespect and how it comes to be creating the gender war that coming into play. We'll talk about that on another day. Dependency. You're depending on someone else. Relationship should be independent. Intimidation. If you're being intimidated, you need to get out of that as quick as you can. Physical violence, emotional violence, sexual violence. If these things are going on, these are ingredients guaranteed to spoil a healthy relationship. And truly be certain that if these things are going on, you're going to be feeling insecure. You'll be feeling disrespected. And you won't experience the love in your relationship. But there are certain things we need to feel secure, respect, and loved in a relationship. Here are some of those things. In a relationship, people may feel secure, respect, and love when they feel understood, accepted, and safe. Also, always really listen, acknowledge, accept. Don't just yes them to death. And you must really pay attention. Show with words and actions you understand. Show in words and action compassion, empathy, and acceptance. Put aside your phone and your computer and spend more time one-on-one. These are signs of a secure relationship. Respect. Mates respects each other boundary. Privacy. And a right to say no. They are also honest and have clear expectation, not unrealistic expectation. Trust, mates, trust each other. And can be confidants. They can be open to sharing their feelings. Having the ability to communicate with that person, your partner or mate, gives you confidence to open up. Safety. If you ask anybody what is one of the key things in a relationship, is feeling safe and feeling secure. Mates feel physically safe and able to be vulnerable. See, we say when you're feeling safe in a relationship, you can be vulnerable with that person. Because you know your partner or mate support your choices and love you. Those are the recipe where you want to be successful. And truly what we have to do is make sure we put our book, which is our relationship recipe book, together, use the ingredients, let things simmer and cook so you can be successful in a relationship. If you're not having a success or not having success in a relationship, sit down and write things that you would like to consider as an ingredient to it. This is going to be your recipe book, nobody else. It will be yours. Let's give a shout out to our next sponsors. This is Shay Barnes, Bye Bye Belly.
Feeling frustrated, and you'll try everything you can with a stubborn weight or belly fat. I understand it. Check it here. I'm extremely excited. I found out about Bye Bye Belly. Let's talk today. Blessed. Minister Sherelle Shea Barnes O'Fair, personal consultant. The Lord like to contact her with bodybybelly.com / Sherelle Barnes O'Fair. Call or email her at 912-409-5474. The email is SherelleSpeak89@AOL.com. Check out. She'll make you do what it is.
Give a shout out to Sherelle Shea Barnes O'Fair. She's a personal consultant for Bye Bye Belly Fat. We're going to be posting and I'm sharing a lot of her publications, information, our advertisement. You can connect with Shay and talk with her. She's a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Yes, out. It has been awesome talking about what's your relationship recipe book. Do you have some thought that you want to put into it? Do you have some things you like to start off in your ingredients and how to cook what you have in the ingredients? Because if you recipe B, it's all about understanding what God has blessed you to have control of. to understanding that you can have loving kindness and support. You can have love and intimacy and affection. You can have encouragement, empowerment, effective communication, problem solving, conflict resolution. Have a truckload of time spent together. A leader of acknowledgement and appreciation. No limit on thank you. Many grams of forgiveness and willingness to work together. Understand combining all of these things with values, beliefs, dealing with issues as they arise, learn effective coping strategies, allowing time to spend apart, appreciate each other uniqueness, support and encourage your mate, which to professional and personal growth, humor, laughter. Always be willing to give as well as receive. All of these ingredients vary by person to person or varies by individual. Truly, truly, what do it take to be with you? That's the question I ask you. And I want to truly thank you for taking time to be here. Give a shout out to a few more people that's joining us. Megan, thank you for jumping in here. We have Norvell, thank you so much. Joe, thank you for taking time. Monica Miner, thank you for being here as well. Trying to make sure I didn't miss some individual. Don, thank you for being here, Don. You also have Janet Cleveland, thank you. A user, Fossum team, thank you so much. Maria, Michael, Ruffin Body Work of Boston, thank you so much. BSE, thank you. Margarita, thank you. Bethany, thank you. Those individuals that joined us in the last 20 or 30 minutes, thank you so much for being here with us. It's been exciting. We're going to move forth and thank the Lord for allowing us to be here. We want to tell you that we truly love you from our heart. I am Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith, lead host of WVSW Radio. Today's show is Happy Hour Talk, and it's just talking about happy things and having a cocktail. So truly, truly, thank you for joining us. It's been a blessing. It's been a blessing. God has been so good. And as we get ready to close out, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors who partner with a lot of our shows because they're giving back to the community through WVSW Radio, the internet station. We're number one. That's the Brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Zeta Phi Sigma chapter of Greenville, Alabama. If you want to get a holler at one of those brothers, you can by email them at Zeta Phi Sigma Greenville at gmail.com, or go to Facebook and there's a page, Twitter, that's Zeta Phi Sigma _ with the number 10. That's the Twitter page. Check them out. Check those brothers. See what they're doing, making a difference and serving their community. The Brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity, Zeta Phi Sigma chapter.
Humanity. If you want to contact those brothers, you go to Facebook, Sanctify Sigma Instagram at Sanctified Sigma Greener with the number 10. And if you want to tweet those brothers, that's Sanctified Sigma _10. Brothers of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity, we're proud of them. Make it do what it do.
Give a shout out to those brothers of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity, Zeta Phi Sigma chapter of Greenville. Have an awesome affair tomorrow. It's Let's Celebrate Summer in Blue in Georgiana, Alabama. The time is from 7 p.m. Central Standard Time to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's at the Harlem Event Center, located 119 State Highway 106 West, Georgiana, Alabama. Featured artist is DJ Daryl E, the E Train. They have heavy hors d'oeuvres free, but BYOB, bring your baller. We ask you to dress appropriate. When I said dress appropriate, grown and comfortable. No athletic gear. And if you want to get a ticket, it's not too late. You can go to Mary Ruth's restaurant and purchase a ticket for $15 along with brothers and sisters of Ambition. I had to think of it. It's brothers and sisters of Ambition of Greenville, Alabama. Then also in other brothers of Zeta Phi Sigma chapter, the Blue and White family can provide you with a ticket. If you're your Facebook friend or followers, hit them and let them know you want to get a ticket because you're going to be in the area from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. tomorrow night at the Harlem Event Center. Brothers, keep doing what you're doing. All proceeds going to go towards scholarships for our youth in South Central Alabama. Thank you, brothers, for advertising with us. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for supporting what we're trying to do. As we get ready to close out, I already mentioned from the beginning, you know, it's truly, truly, I love you. And it's coming from my heart. And it's coming truly from my heart because God has blessed me to be able to talk about the hashtag. We have the hashtags that are so important. That's responsible. Are you responsible? Ask yourself, are you responsible? Keep on grinding this hashtag. Communicate for understanding. Make it do what it do. We got this. We're excited about being blessed to come before you and make it do what it do. Have an awesome rest of the night. We won't be back to Monday. And that Straight Talk and No Chaser, we're doing that early at 5 o'clock. We have adjusted that time to make sure we get that 5 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. But as we get ready to close out, we do not own the rights to the music. But we do want to play this before we leave here. We're looking at the next episode, Straight Talk, No Chaser. So you have an awesome weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Straight Talk, No Chaser on WVSW Radio, the internet station. I'm Dr. Loretta D. Smith. Have a great weekend. And I want to tell you, it is something I always share at the end of my show. I love you, and ain't a thing you can do about it. Have an awesome rest of the night. We'll see you on Monday.